Is Mario Barrios married? Exploring the professional boxer's relationship status, personal life. As the boxing world turns its eyes toward the much-anticipated showdown between Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao on July 19th at the iconic MGM Grand in Las Vegas, the spotlight naturally falls on the athletes, their legacies, and their journeys to this defining moment. For 46-year-old Pacquiao, it's a return to the ring after 4 years of retirement, a bold effort to defy age and once again make history by breaking his own record as the oldest fighter to win a welterweight title. But standing in his way is Mario Barrios, a younger, hungry champion with everything to prove and a title to defend. Barrios, currently holding the WBC welterweight title, isn't just fighting for glory. He's fighting to cement his name among boxing's elite. And behind him is a deeply personal story of strength, love, loss, and resilience that adds emotional weight to every punch he throws. Mario Barrios has always had a strong family support system. Known for his discipline, work ethic, and calm demeanor outside the ring, he draws energy from those closest to him. Among those who once stood by him was Omera Lilian Figueroa, a fitness trainer, gym owner, and social media influencer who shares boxing bloodlines of her own. She's not only a professional in the wellness and athletic performance field, but also the sister of two former world champions, Omar Figueroa Jr. and Brandon Figueroa. Their father, Omar Figueroa Sr., is a respected boxing coach, further tying Omera to the very fabric of the sport. Omera and Mario's relationship had all the makings of a power couple in the combat sports world. Their shared dedication to physical fitness, athletic performance, and mental fortitude painted the picture of a pair aligned in purpose and ambition. Together, they welcomed a daughter, Luna Sofia Barrios, in the world on August 19, 2024. Omera made the announcement on Instagram, sharing with the world how deeply meaningful that day was for her. She called Luna her super blue moon baby. Born earlier than expected, yet arriving on a night filled with celestial symbolism. Her words spoke of love, awe, and purpose, thanking her daughter for choosing her and Barrios as parents. In that moment, it seemed like a new chapter of joy and unity had begun for them. But as time unfolded, things changed. Despite the initial joy of becoming parents, Omera and Barrios quietly went their separate ways. Though the details remained private, fans took notice that the two no longer followed each other on Instagram and had scrubbed their profiles clean of any shared images. If there had ever been any to begin with, the silence was notable, especially given Omera's openness in other areas of her life online. The confirmation came not through dramatic statements or interviews, but in a heartfelt post Omera shared reflecting on her journey through the year following her daughter's birth. In this post, she didn't hold back about the challenges she had faced. She spoke candidly about the reality of being a single mom, a role she never anticipated but has embraced fully. In powerful and reflective words, she described how the past year had brought her some of life's hardest lessons, as well as its most beautiful blessings. She wrote about the strength she's discovered in herself, how she's learned to protect, provide, and nurture not just her daughter, but herself. She emphasized the journey of healing, the depth of her love for her child, and the clarity she has gained about her own purpose. Naming her daughter Metzley in this message, a name rooted in cultural and cosmic meaning, Omera affirmed her new identity as a single mother, not defined by separation or heartbreak, but by resilience, grace, and a fierce commitment to her child. The emotional tone of her post offered a window into the strength required not just in the ring, but in real life, particularly in the face of personal transformation and responsibility. While Barrios continues to train, focus, and prepare for what may be the biggest night of his career, Omera's story unfolds in parallel, away from the media's constant gaze, but no less powerful. Her commitment to her daughter, her business, and her personal healing journey is a story of its own, one of motherhood, independence, and the deep inner strength women so often draw upon in the face of change. For Barrios, fatherhood may still remain a deeply personal part of his life, though it's clear from the public lens that he has chosen to keep that part of his world private for now. What's visible to the public is his intense focus on training, defending his title, and preparing for the unique challenge that is Manny Pacquiao. Despite the differences in age, experience, and legacy, Barrios knows that Pacquiao is not just a legend, but a warrior who doesn't step into the ring unless he believes he can win. This upcoming bout is not just about two fighters. It's about legacy, about proof, about identity. Pacquiao at 46 is already in the history books many times over. His return is more than just a personal goal. It's a statement. He's chasing the impossible, pushing the boundaries of what age means in a physically brutal sport. If he succeeds, it will be a story retold for generations. For Barrios, the fight means something else. It's the biggest stage he's had, a chance to stand toe-to-toe with greatness and come out with his name elevated into that same conversation. A victory over Pacquiao wouldn't just be another title defense. It would be a transformative moment in his career. Yet in the background, what makes both men's stories so compelling is what they're carrying with them into that ring. For Pacquiao, it's legacy, nation, pride, and the desire to go out on his terms. For Barrios, it's not only defending a title, but representing a personal story of growth, change, and perhaps fatherhood from a distance. The complexities of what they carry emotionally might never be fully revealed in interviews or fight promos, but fans can feel it. Real life bleeds into every punch, every clinch, every moment between the ropes. While the world debates the odds, studies fight styles, and anticipates ring entrances, there's another layer to this bout that won't be found on a stat sheet. It's the human element. The heartbreaks, the triumphs, the babies born under blue moons, the mothers rising in solitude, the fathers chasing legacy under bright lights. This fight may well come down to skill and preparation, but it's also shaped by what each man has endured, overcome, and chosen to fight for. Whether it's legacy or future, records or redemption, the stakes feel heavier because real life never stays outside the ring. And as July 19th approaches, it's not just a championship belt on the line. It's two different worlds colliding. Barrios, the disciplined champion on the rise, with new chapters unfolding in his personal life. Pacquiao, the veteran warrior seeking one more taste of greatness, carrying hopes of a nation and his own sense of unfinished business. And in the background, figures like O'Mara, whose stories don't get told under the arena lights, but whose strength shapes the next generation. In this world of fighters, not all battles take place in a ring, but all of them matter. It's two different worlds colliding. Barrios, the disciplined champion on the rise, with new chapters unfolding in his personal life. Pacquiao, the veteran warrior seeking one more taste of greatness, carrying hopes of a nation and his own sense of unfinished business. And in the background, figures like O'Mara, whose stories don't get told under the arena lights, but whose strength shapes the next generation. In this world of fighters, not all battles take place in a ring, but all of them matter.